Attacks from Hezbollah on the north of Israel are ramping up on a daily basis, with northern Israel almost completely going up in flames. Politicians from the left and right alike are slamming the government for their lack of leadership. And a report just came out from a Hezbollah-affiliated newspaper claiming that several countries have warned Beirut that Israel could invade Lebanon on a date very, very soon. You're going to want to stick around to the end of the show to find out what that is all about. All of this and more here on today's show, so stay tuned. I'm Justin, and this is the Israel Guys. Welcome to the Israel Guys, where we believe that in a world of Jew hatred and anti-Israel propaganda, you should have a direct connection to the land and people of Israel. You guys know what to do. Make sure to subscribe wherever you're watching. Give us a follow. Also hit the notification bell so you never miss any of the content that we're putting out every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. Guys, before we jump into the news, we have an exciting offer. We are doing a raffle for the month of June. We did this back in the winter. It was a massive success, so doing that again. We have a free giveaway opportunity, running it for the entire month of June. Massive prize package, 2 shirts, our custom leather patch hat, beautiful I Am Israel photo book, and a lot more. It's worth around $250, I think. It's a massive giveaway. All you have to do, this is super simple, just go down to the description, click the link, enter your email address, join our newsletter list, join our email list, and boom, you are entered to win this massive prize. So don't miss out on that. Pause the video, go click on the link, and then come back for the rest of the show. We're going to be picking the winner at the end of June. Guys, first off, happy Jerusalem Day. Today is Jerusalem Day in Israel, marking the 57th anniversary of the liberation of Jerusalem during the Six-Day War in 1967. Absolute miracle. Guys, check out this cool footage I found. This is rare footage of the liberation of Jerusalem, but it's actually in color. Check this out. I thought that was really amazing. Jerusalem was and forever will be the eternal capital of the world, no matter how much the rest of the nations of the world try to divide Jerusalem. So, what on earth is going on with Lebanon? Attacks, they've been increasing every single day. We've been talking about it for months, how things have been heating up on the northern border with Lebanon and how it's only a matter of time before full-out war happens. But you have to realize that all of this time there has been a war going on. It's not full-out, say, declared war, but there has been war going on, and more recently in the past week or so, the attacks have been increasing, ramping up. There have been multiple rocket and UAVs going into Israel from Hezbollah there in southern Lebanon into northern Israel. The IDF has been responding with amazing strength. They've been sending the Air Force, doing very precise targeted strikes, taking out different commanders of Hezbollah, and yeah, doing very amazing, precise, careful strikes as they always do. Some of these rockets and shrapnel from different rockets or rockets that were not intercepted by the IDF necessarily, some of these have caused fires in northern Israel. It's been super hot and dry recently, so some of these rockets have, the debris or something has landed in the tall grass and then just sparked massive fires. So there have been videos coming out recently in the news of just massive fires all over northern Israel, looking like almost the entire region is going up in flames. One IDF soldier was injured on Tuesday morning from Israeli interceptor shrapnel fragments. The shrapnel sparked a massive fire, the latest of the fires that have been happening. This is according to Arutz Sheva. Quote, the fires were caused as a result of dozens of launches from Lebanon. The firefighting teams had been working since Monday afternoon on the fires that broke out in the area due to rocket debris and direct hits, exacerbated by the hot and dry weather. Dozens of firefighting teams from all over the area, all over Israel, were at work, I believe, for 9 hours straight to put out these fires. On Tuesday morning, the hospital updated that a total of 16 individuals, 7 reservists, and 9 civilians were brought to the hospital in light condition as a result of the fires. Thank God it looks like right now the fires are mostly under control. Pray for northern Israel that the IDF or that the firefighting teams would be able to get the whole situation under control. There's been response from politicians from the right and left alike, very harshly criticizing the Netanyahu government. I'm gonna go through a couple of these responses. Former Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said on Twitter, or X, he said, quote, "We must save the north. The Galilee is going up in flames. The fire is spreading. Beautiful and flourishing places have turned into heaps of rubble. Some residents who were evacuated are already planning their lives elsewhere. This is a grave strategic event and can in no way be normalized." Opposition leader Yair Lapid said that, quote, "There has never been a more reckless government in the country's history. They just don't care. Not about the North, the South, or the hostages." A little bit of an overstatement, I would say, a little bit of an exaggeration from a guy who was a pretty crazy politician himself, who did a very bad deal with the gas deal with Lebanon. We're not going to get into all that right now. We don't have time. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich said, quote, "Just a few hours ago, I warned that the situation in the north is deteriorating and the security belt must move from Israel to southern Lebanon. The new concept, led by the war cabinet, has been going up in flames for hours and is exploding in our faces. A year ago, there was a defense minister who said we would return Lebanon to the Stone Age. Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Defense Minister, Mr. Chief of Staff, the time has come." That's from Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich on the very right wing side of the government. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir also weighed in on the issue. He also said, quote, "What is happening now in the north is moral bankruptcy, reckless management by the concept cabinet, a direct continuation of the policy of containment and proportionality, a policy that directly led to October 7th. Instead of bowing down to Hamas, it is time for all of Lebanon to burn." Netanyahu visited the northern border this morning, Wednesday morning. He visited Kiryat Shmona, which is the northernmost border on the tip of Israel, just there below Mount Hermon. According to Arutz Sheva, he visited a lookout point in the city where he met with firefighters and emergency response teams that have been active in the sector and was briefed on the recent wildfires, the extensive firefighting efforts, and the close cooperation between the IDF and the fire and rescue services in order to extinguish the fires. During his visit, Netanyahu said, quote, We said at the start of the war that we would restore security in both the south and the north, and this is what we are doing. Today, I am on the northern border with our heroic fighters and commanders, as well as with our firefighters. Yesterday, the ground burned here, and I am pleased that you have extinguished it, but ground also burned in Lebanon. Whoever thinks he can hurt us and we will respond by sitting on our hands is making a big mistake. We are prepared for very intense action in the north. One way or another, we will restore security to the north. So Netanyahu said they are prepared for intense action with Lebanon in the north. We're going to get into a report that just came out about Israel, about when Israel could possibly invade Lebanon. But first, the Israel Bible helps us understand the current conflict in Israel through ancient prophecies. Have you ever found yourself trying to understand the times we're living through? It feels like every day brings a new challenge, making us question where we're headed. But Amidst all of this, one thing remains constant, and that is the timeless wisdom of the scriptures. That's where the Israel Bible comes into play. The Israel Bible is not just any Bible, it's a guiding light in these turbulent times. As stated in Psalm 122, verse 6, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you be secure. These words remind us to seek peace and understanding through our faith. The Israel Bible connects us directly to the source of those teachings, offering unique tools for learning the Hebrew alphabet through immersive reading experiences. Imagine reading the scriptures in its original language and understanding every word as it was revealed by God to Moses himself. In moments when it seems the world is turning on itself, there's a profound comfort in turning to the Bible and God's language. Click the link in the description below to start your journey of faith in understanding and discovery with the Israel Bible at your side. Again, just click the link in the description below to purchase your copy of the Israel Bible. So a crazy report just came out. A Hezbollah affiliated newspaper inside of Lebanon, it's called Al-Akhbar, is the name of the newspaper. They put out a really fascinating report on Tuesday morning. They said, and I got this from Urwicheva, they said that in recent days, a number of diplomatic messages have arrived in Beirut containing warnings regarding an impending war with Israel. Quote, sources told Al-Akhbar that most representatives of international delegations have expressed concern at the severity of the Israeli threat, but the most significant messages came from the British, who estimate that Israel will attack mid-June. The British also advised preparing for a war of unknown scope or length. So it looks like everyone is warning Lebanon, which I'm not sure why all these countries are warning Lebanon that Israel could be invading mid-June. Remember, this report did come out from a terror affiliated newspaper, so take it all with a grain of salt. I guess we'll see in the coming days, coming weeks, if this actually happens. We've been saying it for months now that Israel's about to invade Lebanon, but I really feel like this could be the real thing and that Israel might be actually going in and using force to destroy their enemies. Iran's acting foreign minister is along the same lines with Hezbollah here. Iran's acting foreign minister, he just met with the Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. So the Iranian Foreign Minister Ali Bagheri Khani, he's the acting foreign minister since the foreign minister was just killed in the helicopter crash a couple weeks ago. I say crash. Who knows exactly what happened? According to a Hezbollah statement, the meeting focused on the, quote, the latest political and security developments in the region, particularly on the Gaza and Lebanon fronts, as well as proposed solutions and potential scenarios for the progression of events. Nasrallah thanked Tehran, quote, for its continued support for the peoples of the region and the resistance movements, as well as for its stable and firm stance against sanctions and threats. Its firm stance against sanctions and threats. Also, Hassan Nasrallah, of course, he had to express his deep condolences for the death of Iran's beloved leader, which the people of Iran were just out in the streets completely mourning for the death of the butcher of Tehran, Ibrahim Raisi. Guys, continue to pray for Israel, that they will have the strength to not only finish off Hamas in Gaza, but possibly to have the strength to do what they need to do, possibly going into Lebanon, invading, taking out this terror threat on the northern border of Hezbollah. Guys, don't forget to pick up your copy of the Israel Bible. You can click the link in the description below to check that out today. Join our email list for your chance to win incredible Israel Guys merch. Guys, you do not want to miss out on this offer. All you have to do is click the link in the description below, put in your email, super easy, completely free, chance to win a lot of Israel Guys merch. Don't forget to subscribe, get the conversation going down below. Let me know in the comments what you think about all of this, whether you think Israel is actually going to invade Lebanon or not. As always, tune out the fake news and tune into what is actually happening here in the land of Israel. We'll be back every day, Monday through Friday, with your direct connection to the land and people of Israel.